By using our fictitious agency from Scenario 1, there are now issues going on within the organization. Some of the issues include racism and minorities feeling unrepresented in my agency. As Chief of Police, it is my responsibility to ensure my department fully supports each other and our differences. I will address the plan of action and look at the pros and cons of the situation in order to effectively and efficiently ensure the safety of my agency. The Apex Sheriff's Office is dedicated to the preservation of public safety by providing innovation and progressive service in partnership with the community. Our principal mission is protection of life and property. Our employees are our most valued asset. We recognize diversity as a strength and importance of investing in the future of our community's children. As Chief of the Apex Sheriff's Office, I have a plan of action. The Apex Sheriff's Office prides itself on having tough discussions and working through difficult conversations. The first plan of action would be looking at any previous complaints about those staff members involved. Is there a pattern? Do those staff members have complaints from the community as well? In addition, identify the racial disparity numbers for our officers in our department and our four like institutions listed below. The four like institutions below are listed as the Antelope Sheriff's Office, the Siskiyou Sheriff's Office, our own Apex Sheriff's Office, and Dayton Sheriff's Office. As we can see below, our own Apex Sheriff's Office has a higher number and disparities of our officers in the department. My name is Mariah Regalado, and I am the Chief of the Apex Sheriff's Office. As Chief, I consider these people not only my employees, but my family. In this profession, you end up spending just as much time, if not more, with these people than you do with your own family. That being said, just like family, we may agree to disagree, but one thing we will not do is tolerate discrimination and racial discourse. It is not only my responsibility and duty, but I take the safety of not only the community, but as well as my officers very seriously. I took an oath to ensure every officer in this department feels safe and secure. I have sent out a memorandum discussing this intolerable behavior. If you feel or if you see someone being mistreated, feel free to leave an anonymous tip in the grievance box outside my office. If you see something, say something. Institutions below. As you can see, the goal is to increase our numbers of minorities and close the gap of our racial disparity in not only our community, but for our officers as well. However, some of the cons would include the metrics not changing per our discussion. We want to see improvement in all areas. These are the previous numbers we have to use as a reference when looking at racial disparities within our department and the community. We have July, August, September, and October below.